As we dive into this 25-26 roster, you have to start with no other than Eli. He came here to the Thunder last year and hit the ground running. Led the league in scoring, mainly with his patented step-back jump shot, mid-range, and just one of the most silky smooth games that was in the NBL last year. This summer he's been working on a lot, and he's looking forward to taking his game to an even further level. When it comes to Justin Hopkins, it's pretty self-explanatory. When you win 3 titles and the MVP award and a Finals MVP award all in the same season. Obviously he has the game, but the thing that attracted us most about him wasn't just this year's performance. As you can see, he's a much more versatile player than he even displayed. If you've had the chance to see him play in international competition with the Newcastle Eagles, you can see he has tremendous defensive abilities, able to guard guards 94 feet full court, great athleticism, plays above the rim, plays on the perimeter, and there's really nothing on the court that he can't do. A lot of people been talking about the fact that there's only one basketball and we got so many players that scored so many points on their respective team last season. But when I look at combining Eli and Justin, I think the natural NBA comparison would be Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Their styles, although playing similar positions, are very different and complement each other so well. And if you put your best defender on one, then watch out for the other. To finalize our import signings, we have no other than Ace. This guy electrified fans all across the league with his crazy athletic dunks. The beauty of his game and why the 3 of them work so well is yes, they all score the ball, but they all score the ball in extremely different ways. Ace is the kind of guy that'll go get you 5-6 offensive rebounds a game and get half of his points from cleaning up others' missed shots. He scores the ball at an extremely efficient level, over 60% shooting. And when you add that to his abilities on defense and shot blocking, just an all-around dangerous talent. One of my favorite signings for this upcoming season is no other than Elliot Dodds. For years I've had the privilege to compete against him personally, and he leaves it all out on the floor every game. His level of versatility allows him to be placed almost anywhere on the floor and fit seamlessly. He's the kind of guy that can assess what the team needs and then contribute that very thing to add to the W. Then we have our captain, Bodie, the all-time leading scorer. So obviously he knows how to get a basket. But more than that, he has the great ability to create for his teammates. When you're running point guard with the league's leading scorer, that would suggest you know how to find guys and get them the ball. John Lashley returned to the NBL last year after a few years off, and if Thunder fans appreciated his performance last season, I think that is just the tip of the iceberg. I think John is one of them players because of his high IQ. The better the team is that he's on, the better he will play. He has the ability to find players on the perimeter, out the post. He demands the attention of more than one defender to be able to stop him, and it's a hard matchup for any player in the league. Malachi not only is a player that's very strong right now, but he's a player with tremendous upside. One of the league's best shooters. Only 2 players in the league shot the ball over 40%, and he was one of them. But he's so much more than a shooter. Malachi really came on late in the season last year. If there's any player on this roster that I would expect a jump in their performance, he would be my pick. Then there's our latest addition, Big Troy. Troy gives us everything we've been missing. He's gonna give us that toughness inside, that presence, that grit, that big body that will create open shots for players, that post presence that we could dump it down inside to. That player that could match up one-on-one with the biggest players in the league and not force double teams. That's a luxury that we haven't had for years, and having that as an option makes us that much more dangerous. We couldn't leave without giving you one more. We are extremely excited to announce the return of Alfie Price. Year by year, Alfie's games continue to develop. He's a player that's grown through the junior program here at Worthing Thunder, and we take great pride in being a part of his development, but the work was definitely all him. There might not have been a bigger moment last season than when Alfie Price came on the court for limited minutes and dropped an instant 5 points and erupted the crowd. Alfie's going to be attending Chichester University, where he'll be playing for the university team, as well as being a full-time member of the Worthing Thunder roster. Pretty much told you everything you've already heard in the press releases, but this is where we do a little bit more of an intricate breakdown to our truest of supporters and allow you in our minds while creating this team. There are a lot of ingredients involved in making a championship recipe. First is continuity. Regardless of how strong your talent is, players having familiarity, comfort, and cohesion is essential to success. In the last 3 seasons, we haven't returned more players than we have this year. Number 2, leadership. Leadership, when it comes to a basketball team, starts at the head, and that is the coach. We have a coach that has been both a champion as a player and as a coach. He is proven, he is successful, and he knows what it takes to win. Then you need leaders on the floor, and you would start with our captain, Bodie. He's a leader of men, he's a man of integrity, and he's everything that you would want from a captain of your team. But it takes more than just one player to lead a pack of 12. You need a team that is accountable for each other, accountable to each other. And we have several proven champions that know exactly what it takes, and we have players that are eager to learn exactly what that is. I know we probably avoided the most obvious one, but being the most obvious one doesn't necessarily make it the most important. And that's talent. This roster, I truly believe, is the most talented roster that Worthing Thunder has had in my tenure. And that is a hard pill for me to swallow, being that I was a part of a few good teams myself. We have the league MVP, another all-league talent, the league leading scorer, and if anyone's doing the math, only 5 of these guys could go on the floor at once. So that leads me to my next ingredient, and that is depth. I believe we have an 8-man rotation of players that are all starting caliber players in this league. So when you have 3 starting caliber players coming off the bench, that is a tremendous start to great depth. So 5, versatility. Strong talent and strong depth does wonders for our versatility. There's versatility within the individuals and the amount of positions they each are capable of playing. But when we talk versatility from a team perspective, having the ability to match up with any team size-wise, speed-wise, shooting lineup, defensive lineup, having those kind of options as a coach allow you to maximize your team's potential. The last ingredient we want to get into is culture. I feel like we've truly found a group of guys that all they want to do is win. The amount of time in the off season that they put into their craft, their work ethic, their desire to be better as individuals and as a team. I feel like if I was to be completely honest, even in our most successful years, this is something that Thunder lacked. And turning that around is what's going to turn around this whole program. So I hope you're ready for an exciting season.